Hi there, students. A keepsake, countable noun. This is a little something that you give somebody to remember you by. A small present, usually something that's not very expensive, to remember someone. So I gave her a keepsake. It's like a souvenir, something to remember somebody by. Um, we all have keepsakes in our drawer to remind us of certain points or certain things in the past. Okay, so keepsakes, a small item kept in memory of the person who gave it to you or originally owned it. So I have a few keepsakes from my father. I have a Japanese paintbrush holder, which is a very pretty little thing. It's not worth much, but something is a keepsake. A token of remembrance, a memento, a reminder, something to help you remember someone. So a keepsake, it's normally something that helps you remember a person, but it could be a place or an occasion. So her aunt gave her a little ivory elephant as a keepsake. Yeah, this is something that is kept or something that's given to remind you of something to remind you by. It's a little object that has sentimental value. I have a hair locket as a keepsake of my grandmother. Okay, it's a small thing that somebody gives you, or that you give to somebody, so that they will remember you, something to remember you by. It's something to just help keep them in somebody in memory. And that's the idea of a keepsake. It's a little object to remind you of someone. So we all have different keepsakes from different moments in our lives. Let's see, keepsakes are normally from people, but they could be from a situation or thing or something like that. She was wearing the brooch that I gave her as a keepsake. Yeah, this is something that is kept or something given as a memento. It's an object of remembrance. It's a reminder. Okay, we were all given books as keepsakes of the trip. Yes, he saved his mortarboard as a keepsake of his high school graduation. Yeah, a little box full of little trinkets and little keepsakes. Okay, so keepsakes, it's something that you keep to remember somebody by. Okay, so maybe you give somebody a book as a keepsake and you sign it and you dedicate the book. That would make it a keepsake. It's a small present that someone gives you so that you don't forget them. So what is your most treasured keepsake? It's like a souvenir, a symbol, a token, a reminder, a gift that evokes memories of a person or the event with which it is associated. It's for the sake of the memory. It's something that you keep for the sake of the memory of that time. You keep for that moment. So it's anything that we keep like that. This is a keepsake. So it's kept for the sake of remembering, a memento, a token, a souvenir. I still have the little toy that you gave me as a keepsake. It's just a keepsake to remember me by. Please take this ring as a keepsake. In Victorian times, they used to have a book or an album with little bits of poetry and prose and engravings and drawings and pictures. And this was a keepsake. It's to help retain in the memory people who have gone, or people who are no longer with us. So formality, 5 informality, use anywhere. So enough, keepsake.